Yeah, exactly. So I was just right off the bat, I was gonna do this, but then I decided, nah, that would be too much of a cheat. I was gonna include the 1997 documentary Trekkies on my list, which
Oh, God.
basically makes fun of Star Trek fans. It is great,
I never
but
saw it.
but it's not a Star Trek movie, so
Yeah,
that
but
totally doesn't
we got
count.
enough things with the Star Trek movies.
Exactly. So here I'll start this one off then.
All right.
All right, my number 5 is Star Trek 6: The Undiscovered Country.
Okay.
So this was in the original series, I guess one of the last ones, directed by Nicholas Meyer, who also directed Wrath of Khan. They brought him back because I guess Star Trek 5 was so bad.
Right.
And
I had that one on my list too, but it's higher up.
oh, wow, cool. Okay.
You got one already.
Nice. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one had Christopher Plummer was cool in this, and then also had what's her name from Sex and the City, Kim Cattrall as a Vulcan, and it's kind of like a whodunit murder mystery.
I know. He goes to be or not to be in Klingon.
Right.
Christopher Plummer.
Yes, exactly. But this had a lot of cool stuff too, with like Kirk when he's down on that planet and having to like escape from a prison, basically.
Right, and having a sexual relationship with that alien.
Yeah, she was like a shapeshifter or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was all kinds of different stuff that they threw into this. That also, it was kind of cool with the murder scene with the purple blood floating in air and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was good special effects.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so my 5. So what's your 5?
My 5 is The Whales.
The Whales. So Star Trek 4.
The Voyage Home.
Yes. Okay. Very good. This one is higher on my list. So we got 2 in common so far. We might set a record on this one.
I know.
Yeah, but this was great fun. Directed by Leonard Nimoy.
Right. A lot of great parts in that. Like when Chekhov's going in his Russian accent. We're looking for the nuclear submarine.
Oh yeah, the vessels he calls it instead of the vessels. Yeah, that's great. And all the stuff with Spock, like he's freshly alive from Search from Spock, so he's like he doesn't understand human activity, and to be on Earth, like there's so many funny moments.
This road. And it was like the time where, with the hippies and stuff. So it's like he fit right in. He was way out there and stuff like that.
Right. When they go to the, I don't remember if it's a zoo or what, where the whales are, and he jumps in the tank.
They have one in California and one in Florida, SeaWorld.
Yes, right. And he goes and jumps in the whale tank, and he's like doing his Vulcan thing on the whales to talk to him.
Yeah, right.
And they see him in there, and they're like, "What? Who the hell is that guy in the robe?
And what's he doing to my whales?"
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a cool movie because it had a positive message too about that can relate to really the whole planet, but saving the whales. Yeah.
He did his part.
Right.
He came back from the future where they were all gone.
Right. Oh, that's true. And the whole thing with them using the Klingon ship and leaving it parked like in in the park and it's invisible. Yeah. And he goes, "Remember where we parked."
That's right. Yeah. A lot of good things in there. And then like when Scotty is trying to get them to build the invisible.
Oh yeah, the cloaking system
or whatever it was like that, and then he's like, the guy goes, "Well, here, show me on the computer," and he goes, use the mouse, and he goes,
oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, there was so many opportunities for humor in that movie, and they nailed all of them.
Yeah, it was like really good.
Yeah, that was probably the most fun Star Trek movie, I would say. So, okay, so my number 4, I'm getting mixed up now because I'm writing down the Roman numerals of the movies, and I'm like, wait, 4 of the movie or 4 of the number? Okay, so my number 4 is Star Trek from 2009, the self-titled reboot, whatever you want to call it, that J.J. Abrams directed.
Alternate reality.
Right, yeah. Yeah, this one was great fun, especially for fans of the original series. And I thought all the new actors were really well cast. Chris Pine as the new Kirk was really good. There's kind of this youthful energy. Zachary Quinto as Spock. The list goes on and on. The guy who played Chekhov was like a perfect fit too. But it was neat how they were able to retain the essence of the old movies, but then also do some things of their own.
Yeah, I was debating whether to pick that one or not.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And the only reason why I didn't pick that one was because, to me, it was more of a setup movie.
Yeah.
Showing, how they got the characters on, the Enterprise and stuff like that.
Right.
Like Scotty, how he got on the ship, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they did all the characters to a T. It was really amazing. But that's why I didn't pick it, only because to me it was more of setting it up for the future ones.
Yeah. I think what I really enjoyed about it is that they set it up so well with these backstories of introducing the characters that I felt like it was better than Star Trek the Motion Picture for sure, which was like so boring.
Anything was better than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably that Trekkie spoof you were telling me was better.
Oh, definitely, yes. So obviously that one's not on either of our lists, but what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the third movie in the alternate reality, Star Trek Beyond.
Okay. You know what? I have not seen that one. I did see Into Darkness, but I haven't seen this one.
Yeah. To me, this one was better because it was actually, okay, you set the characters up in the first one. The second one, they like stole, a Khan reboot.
Yeah.
Which, in some respect, was cool because it was different.
Yeah.
It didn't capture the essence of the original Khan one.
Yeah, it was more cartoonish, I thought.
Right. But Beyond went back more to the formula where, they expounded on the characters and stuff and set them up in different pairs. It was Scotty and Spock together. Horror was it was set up that they were the whole crew was captured and the ship was destroyed.
Right.
Again, how many Star Trek movies?
Exactly.
Starship Enterprise. So it was a rescue mission, basically.
Okay.
With Spock, and Kirk.
Yeah.
And,
that's when they're at their best, I think, when they're doing those kind of survival. Yeah.
So it was like they had to rescue, their shipmates, and they got. I'm not even gonna say where they got the ship from, but it was like it was like interesting. And then they made an ally which helped him and stuff like that. So it was more of a story about the characters doing something rather than introducing the characters, which is
Gotcha.
why I think that is my number 4 instead of the original.
So that's your favorite of the new series, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that it was going towards, like regular Star Trek, the Star Trek that everybody loves and stuff, then all of a sudden, Pike doesn't want to do them anymore.
Right, exactly. That figures, yeah. Oh, well. Well, cool. Okay, well, that makes sense. So my number 3 is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Okay, and mine was The Undiscovered Country, which we already talked about.
Okay, cool. So I'm assuming you probably will have Khan higher on your list, but okay. This is getting very predictable, but yeah, I mean, I had to have it on my list, even though I don't revisit this one as much. But I mean, of course, most people say it's the best. I mean, just Ricardo Montalban as Khan is, I mean, he's probably the best villain of the original series anyway.
Yeah, and it was the movie that saved the franchise.
Yeah.
If this one was a bomb, there wouldn't have been any more Star Treks after that.
Right, for sure. But I mean, you got the iconic Kirk yelling "Khan," and then Spock sacrificing himself, basically, which I don't think that's giving anything away with how many different versions of that happening.
And then in the alternate reality one, it was was Kirk sacrificing himself.
Right, and Spock yelling "Khan," which a lot of people hated that, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Khan is awesome. So so your number 3 is 6, okay. So let's jump to number 2 then, which my number 2 is 4. The Voyage Home. So what's your 2?
My 2 is Next Generation.
Okay. I was wondering if you were going to have at least one of those.
Yeah, First Contact to me was the best one.
First Contact was the name?
Yeah, First Contact.
That was the first one then, right?
Yeah. No, that was the second one. Number 2 on the list, the name is First Contact.
Gotcha. Okay. I honestly am not even sure if I saw it or not.
Probably not. But again, it's like they're going back in time.
Okay.
And it has to do with like the Borg was also going back in time.
Right.
And they wanted to kill Ephraim Cochrane.
Uh-huh.
And Ephraim Cochrane was the guy that invented warp drive. So if they knocked him off, warp drive wouldn't be invented, and the Federation, wouldn't be there trying to wipe them out in the future.
Right.
So Next Generation goes back to try to save Cochrane, and it's also it's funny.
Yeah.
Because Cochrane's there, and it's like he's trying to invent it, but he hasn't invented it yet. And it's like now he's giving up on the thing.
Yeah.
So now the Next Generation people are trying to get him to still do it.
Okay. So the time travel aspect makes it really fun, obviously.
Right. Yeah, so the First Contact thing is not First Contact with the Next Generation people, but with Spock's people. What are they again? Vulcans.
Right.
It was First Contact with the Vulcans because by him inventing the warp drive, then the Vulcans felt that Earth was advanced enough for them to make contact with them. If he didn't do that, then Vulcan would never have made contact with,
Right.
and that still would, not.
Would have totally changed history completely.
Right. Yeah. And there would be no Federation.
Right. Okay, that's cool. And that's good. I didn't have any of the Next Generation movies on my list because I never really got into that. But
the other ones were okay. It's like,
I saw the first one. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, that was Shatner handing off to
right.
That was like a baton thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that one was almost just as bad as the first Star Trek movie, but not.
Yeah.
That was still better than.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so that was your two. So my number one, which is obviously not on your list, is Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
I knew you were going to put that.
Yeah, I love that one because really there's just so many cool moments in that movie. Like when in the beginning when they steal the Enterprise without permission, and like Kirk, I think, is like the most badass in this movie in a lot of different scenes. And then also how McCoy is like possessed by Spock's spirit. There's a lot of funny things that happen with that. And then of course, Genesis, the planet saving Spock, and oh man, when they blow up the Enterprise to save themselves.
It got destroyed.
Yes. That is the coolest, like when the Klingons come aboard and they're like, what is that sound? The counting down or whatever. And then Christopher Lloyd, I thought, made a great Klingon villain.
Yeah, he did.
And the ending where they're fighting on the planet and it's being destroyed, and then at the last second he comes aboard. Just a lot of really cool stuff that and then Spock, of course, was barely in the movie because he's coming back to life, but I love the ending where he recognizes him as his friend in that ceremony. Very cool. So your number one, I'm guessing, is Khan.
That's right, The Wrath of Khan.
Yes. Which also has the very touching ending with Spock in the chamber saving everybody, leading into part 3.
Yeah.
But the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yes. And I think that Wrath of Khan was the one where they were talking about how Kirk rigged the I can't remember that Marashi Maru test.
Right.
And then in the remake, the one that you had, they actually showed what he did during the test.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was interesting. So cool. Yeah, I think too, like the Khan movie, I was young when that one came out, and the little things that went in the ears creeped me out, I remember. I never liked that part. But I always found that creepy.
They put things in my ear.
So weird, man. But okay, well that's cool. So that's
to make them like zombies.
Right.
And they weren't dead zombies, like, but they were under the control.
Yeah, right. So mostly the original series on our list. Were you a fan of the TV show back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what started it all.
Yeah, actually, my mom was too.
Oh, really?
So we used to watch them together. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She'd probably remember some of that. She has such a great memory.
Well, her current memory is not too good, but her long-term memory is pretty good.
Hey, she was quoting Mae West last time I talked to her. So, well, cool. So let's try to put these lists together. This is going to be complicated. Okay.
Yeah, so what did we get? 3?
Yeah, we got 3 in common: 2, 4, and 6. So 2 obviously has to be number 1 because it was your 1 and it's my 3. I think because it's my number 1, we'd have to put 3 at 2 and then start putting the other ones in common. Does that make sense?
You're confusing me with that. We'll put the number 1s at 3 and the 2 at
4. Yeah. So let's see. My number, oh boy, yeah, this is going to be confusing. So I think we're going to have to put 4 at 3 because it was my number 2 and your number 5, and then 6.
I think what we should probably do is the 3 that we have in common.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, and 3. So figure out the order for that. And then 4 and 5 will obviously be
our number. All right. So, yeah, I think that I'm cool with that. Even though Star Trek 3 is my number 1, I'll have that at 4. And then I can put First Contact as 5. That was your number 2. So it'll be 1 is 2, and then 2 is...
Don't say with 2. Say with them.
Okay, so 1 will be Wrath of Khan, 2 will be The Voyage Home, 3 will be Undiscovered Country, 4 will be Search for Spock, and 5 will be First Contact.
Okay.
Does that all right? So we're reading it off officially now. The best Star Trek movies of all time. At number 5, The Next Generation: First Contact. At number 4, Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock. At number 3, Star Trek 6: The Undiscovered Country. At number 2, Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home. And at number 1, Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan. Yeah. All right. I like that list. I think that would be acceptable to all the Trekkies out there. What do you think?
I don't know. They're very critical.
Yeah. I can't. So you haven't seen that documentary?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. You got to see it. I mean, because some of the people, that like go to Dragon Con or whatever and dress up and stuff.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so great. And then some of the actors are in it, like having to deal with the fans and stuff.
Okay, I did see something way back, and maybe that was it.
Okay.
I know that it was at one of the conventions, the Trekkie conventions.
Yeah.
Stuff, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, I think they had some of the people there.
Yeah, maybe you saw it. You have to add it to your letterbox, I guess, to be official. But well, very cool. All right. So what do you think we should do for next time? Maybe another actor?
Yeah, we could.
We could do anything. I mean,
I know.
There's nothing really happening right now as far as new movies being released, but I don't know, we could do somebody like Harrison Ford or something.
He's got a wide gamut of movies too.
Yeah.
And a lot of sequels.
Right.
That's the problem with Harrison Ford.
Yes. That's true.
Maybe we should do somebody like Matt Damon or the other one I get confused with, the two of them.
DiCaprio?
Yeah, DiCaprio.
We could do, Matt Damon would be cool.
Yeah.
I just recently saw Ford versus Ferrari. That was really good.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be easier in the regards of sequels.
Well, Damon's done a lot of movies too, but nowhere near what Harrison Ford has done.
Right.
So, and he does a lot of varied movies too. So he
Yeah.
really hasn't done a series, so that's good.
Other than the Bourne series. Yeah.
Yes, other than the Jason Bourne series.
And Ocean's 11 when you count that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That he was in.
A lot of good stuff, man.
So it was 11, 12, and 13 was he in? Was he in all three of them?
I think so. Yeah. But, all right. Well, Matt Damon it is then.
Then we should do DiCaprio.
Yeah, but they're both young, though. There's chances that they'll have so many great movies after this, but we're just capturing the moment, I suppose.
All right.
So Damon?
Yeah, Damon.
All right.
Damn,
cool.
Damon.
Very good. All right, sounds good then. Well, yeah, everybody, if you're just stumbling across this channel, we've got other top fives that we've done and combined lists on. We've done some directors, some actors, some decades. So there will be more to come. So check it out.
How many we've done so far? 7?
This was our 10th episode.
Oh my God, 10?
Yeah, X marks the spot.
10th anniversary.
So yeah, check it out, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hopefully we're getting better at it.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, well, I love you.
Love you too.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, bye.
All right.